Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. So this is a 10th part of reading comprehension. So whatever steps we were doing previously, that only we'll be discussing in this also. So I would want to tell those steps again. So what we'll do is we'll look at the question and categorize the type of paragraph. And then we'll look at the keywords, what the questions are asking about. So these keywords only, then we will read the passage. Then we'll read the passage and look at these keywords. Look at these keywords in the passage and then answer simultaneously. So this is what we have been following. So at times if you are getting two options also, it will be fine, but the more we practice, the better we'll get. Let us start by looking at the questions. What is the main focus of this passage? So they are asking about the main focus itself. So what are the options like? It is important to conserve water because only 3% of water on earth is drinkable. China will fight with America for controlling freshwater sources. Most fresh water is locked in glaciers and ice caps. Water is limited and shortages will likely lead to conflicts. So likely lead to conflicts. So we'll look at what the passage is trying to tell. What percentage of surface of earth covered with water is available for human consumption? So how much is available for human consumption? This also will look at the passage only and will answer. Which of the following could be probable reason for hostility among nations in future? The fact that America has ample sources of water, assertion of claims on fresh water supplies in future, China intends to claim on fresh water sources as it has less sources than America, inequilibrium of arms among various nations. So this passage seems to be a little tricky because we have to concentrate on all of these things. First one is we have to look at the hostility among the nations in future. Then how much is the water amount which is present? Okay, then the main idea behind the passage. Which of the following may definitely not be concluded from the passage? Let us read the passage and then only we'll understand about this. What would be the most effective solution to avoid future conflicts among the nations? See, from future conflicts or future hostility, there are two questions which they have asked. One is related, one is the third one, and the other one is fifth one. So we have to concentrate on that. And there is one factual point which they have asked, which is how much is the surface water which is available. Then what is the main focus, and then the other one will be related to definitely not concluded. That is, there are three odd options. There are three similar options and one is odd one. So we have to opt for that one. Let us start reading the comprehension now. Okay. Although water covers approximately 67% of Earth's surface. So we don't have to dwell into how much is exactly what we have read. Now the passage itself is fact for us. So water covers approximately 67% of the Earth's surface. Of this, less than 3% is fresh water. Less than 3% is fresh water. Okay, next one, accounting for the fresh water locked in glaciers, ice caps, or otherwise inaccessible. Less than a tenth of a percentage of Earth's water is available for human consumption. A tenth of a percentage. So which is 1/10. 1/10 of a percentage. Now 1/10 you can write it as 0.1 percentage also. So this is 0.1. But there is a trick over here. That is, they are telling that 67% of the Earth's surface. 67% of the Earth's surface. So if you are taking 67% of this, that is why they have mentioned it as a tenth of the percentage of Earth's water is available. Earth's water is available for human consumption. Then it will be 0.67%. So let us look at the remaining things, because they are telling 67% of the earth is covered with this thing and 1/10 of it, which is for us will be 0.67. So the answer would be B for us. Answer would be C for us. Okay, 1 second. Next, let us read further. So pollution, population growth, and wasteful irrigation practices are contributing to the worldwide water wastage. So they are telling just 1/10 of this percentage of the Earth's available water is available for human consumption. human consumption. And then out of this, due to pollution, population growth and wasteful irrigation practices, there is lot of wastage also. When the clear precious liquid becomes scarce, countries begin to assert claim on fresh water supplies. That is, when the available water reduces, then whatever is the water or whatever is the supplies on that, the countries will start to put claims. Because of this, drinkable water has become a region of conflict that could eventually lead to greater hostilities between nations. So drinkable water would be the reason for conflicts in the future. Some countries such as US have ample sources of water. They are telling that US has good sources of water. In other nations such as China, water is less plentiful. So they are telling that US has more water, so that US has ample sources of water and China has less water. Okay? As water resource dwindle, competition for available sources will rise. Whatever is the available source, for that the competition among the countries will also increase. Nation may claim right to a particular body of fresh water, or they may plan to build dams and other projects on rivers. If two or more nations which disagree on water rights or building projects, then conflicts can emerge. So this has already started, right? So this we do not need to go to the future. This has already started. Example, now only we are seeing that between the states there are conflicts. For example, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and you have other states as well. For example, Karnataka and Goa also, for that matter. And then India and Pakistan also has the Indus Water Treaty. So the water sharing itself will become a problem, like they are mentioning in the paragraph. For example, if India builds a project on the Indus and the tributaries, then Pakistan would not like it. So similar is the projects which we are already undertaking in our country also, and also which might happen in future, so that might escalate even more. So nations may claim rights to a particular body of water, fresh water, or they may plan to build dams and other projects on rivers. If two or more nations which disagree on water rights or building projects, conflict can emerge. In order to combat this issue, many countries are adopting water conservation and security solutions. The United Nations has implemented programs to combat potential issues that could lead to violence. So the plan is to avoid the violence. Now, how can you avoid the violence? You can avoid the violence by having the resource saved for yourself. That is, countries will be adopting water conservation and security measures, and because of this, the conflict can that can be avoided. Okay, so let us look at the questions over here. First one: what is the main focus of this passage? It is important to conserve water because only 3% of water on earth is drinkable. Okay, so first statement says that it is important to conserve the water because only 3% of water is drinkable. So this seems to be true. Let us look at the other option. China will fight America for controlling freshwater sources. Can we tell this certainly? It is not certainly saying that. It is just giving a comparison that America has good amount of water resource, China does not have good amount of water resource. So if the similar situation continues, then the countries which are having less efficient water resource, that may fight, but it is not like definitely they will fight. Most fresh water is locked in glaciers and ice caps. So this is given in the paragraph, but it is not the main focus of it. The main focus what they are telling is water is limited and shortage will lead to conflict. Correct? So here the answer will be D for us. Water is limited only. So if we continue similar things, then it will lead to conflict. What percentage of surface of earth covered with water is available for human consumption? So they are telling 67% is available. So a tenth of it. Okay, so here they are mentioning that what surface of earth covered with water is available for human consumption. Now because they are giving 67%, so the nearest answer would be, if you are taking a tenth of it, it should be 6.7% or so, but we can mention it as C over here for us, C over here. But in the key answers at some point of a time, some students had also said that it will be 0.067, but it looks like 0.67%. Okay, next one, third one. Which of the following could be probable reason for hostility among the nations in future? Okay, why it is talking about nations, whereas related to America and related to China, they had given it as just examples. But among nations, the fact that America has ample sources of water, this is correct only. Assertion of claims of fresh water supplies in future. So third one, this would be the answer, okay? Because they will try to claim the supplies. Next, China intends to claim, they are not telling that. In equilibrium of arms, they are not mentioning about arms. So here it looks like B is the answer. Here there would be C or D. It looks like C, but they had given it as D. They had given it as D, but I feel it would be C only, because it will be lesser amount of water which would be available. But however, there is a conflict there. Next one, which of the following may definitely not be concluded from the passage? Up up to about 3% of water may be for human consumption by accounting all possibility. Okay, so they are telling it is fresh water. Okay, so this can be concluded all possibility, they are mentioning it about possibility. 90%, 97% of water is unusable for human consumption. Okay, that they are telling because it is not useful for consumption, that only. Let's read other thing. Water crisis may trigger an arms race among nations in future. Water crisis may possibly end up in creating a hostile relationship among countries. It might create hostile relationship. But what they are telling is, they are telling about the conflicts. Now, how will one country fight another country? Correct? So here, if you are looking at this thing, let us look at this thing. Nations may claim right to a particular freshwater body and may plan to build dams on the other rivers. Then because of this, the conflicts can emerge. Because of the disagreement, the conflicts can emerge. So if we are looking at the key answers, they had given it as C. The answer is C for us. That is, definitely may not be concluded. Correct? So it will definitely have arms race. We can't tell that. Arms race can be because of other situations also, but other things we can tell. We can easily tell that, okay, yeah, 97 percentage is unusable. That we can tell with the help of paragraph. 3 percentage can be consumed. That also we can tell. May possibly end up in creating hostile situations. This is also true, but definitely it will trigger arms race among the nations in future. This will be untrue. Last one, what would be most effective solution to avoid future conflicts among the nations? So what, to destroy all weapons, to sign pacts on water bodies? It is to conserve water. So here the answer would be to conserve water, because it is on the water only which they have made the passage itself, right? So sometimes there will be confusion related to some options, but you can look at the most probable ones also. You can look at the most probable ones also. So totally we have discussed 10 passages in this particular series, and we have seen a lot of conflict also at some point of a time, and most of the times it would be easy and it would be easily implicable from the passage only. Sometimes we saw that the keyword itself was mentioned in the option also, and that is how we could end in the answer. And we have learned some trick at least from this particular series. So I hope you have liked this particular series, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Thank you.